The King of the Hill reboot might be the best reboot I think I've ever seen. I think it immediately hit its stride with the emotional impact of each story. For 10 episodes, I enjoyed every single one. Some more than others, yes, but I don't think there was a bad one. I don't think any of them dragged. Even the first episode, which is kind of basically another pilot, and they spend over half the episode introducing where Peggy, Hank, and Bobby have been through the time jump between the end of the original series and the reboot. And that was all entertaining. Peggy not mispronouncing Saudi Arabia through the entire series, amazing. Like, the callbacks aren't super kind of ham-fisted in there. They're, for the most part, pretty subtle. The way all the characters act and behave are really, really just seem very natural for the time progression and what they would do. In particular, and I think what will be the backbone of the show for however many seasons they have for this reboot, is Bobby and Hank's relationship and the way they tell those stories. And I'm going to try to do it without spoilers, but a lot of the stories where there is a quote-unquote conflict between the two, it's not really a conflict, it's just them both wanting to bond and spend time together and finding that way to do it. Less of, I don't understand you, you don't understand me. It's, I want to understand you, I want you to understand me. And it's really, really beautiful. I don't know if it's because I have 3 kids, and they're all getting older, but just the way they write Hank and Bobby now is even, I think, more beautiful than what it was in the original series. And it could be just recency bias, but it may not be too. The only complaint I have, and I feel bad, I don't even want to really say it's a complaint, I'm blanking on his name, but the voice actor for Dale passed while in the middle of them making these seasons, and his performance as Dale, I think, honestly, was really rough. I don't know much about like his sickness and all that, but they said he was kind of struggling to find the voice, and the parts that are him sound very robotic and not great. And I assumed it was the other voice actor, but upon watching some reviews of the reboot, and that typically has been the number one complaint, and I feel bad about that. It can be a little bit, it can almost pull you out sometimes, it's so robotic. But that is literally the only issue I had with the entire show. It's really good. It flew by, and the biggest, I don't know, I don't know if dropping things all at once, or episode by episode, or like a chunk and then episode by episode, are better. I think for the show's long-term health, doing the first 2 or 3 and then 1 weekly is probably the best to keep it in out there and people talking about it. I don't know if I would have loved it as much if I had to do week by week, just because it's a little more contained, not as serial as other things. But for this show, I actually think it worked having it all at once. I hope it doesn't just go away in 2 weeks, because I think everybody who watched it kind of feels very similar. It has really, really high ratings all around. But if you even just kind of liked the original show, watch it. If you have a kid, definitely watch it. Or if you just enjoy that animation from that era, Futurama's The Simpsons were still somewhat decent. Definitely do it. Watch it. It's worth your time.